This is the story of a horse named Chief. There's no real reason to explain how Chief was able to survive all those years of abuse. He cheated death many times over. Maybe somehow Chief knew he had a story to tell. Maybe that helped him go on. The fact that Chief is alive to share his story with you is why he's being honored as a true hero tonight.
Hi, welcome to Wildhorse Ranch Rescue, where we save horses from death. This is Chief, and he's received a Hero Award. Chief's story, from what I know about him, is that he was chained to a fence out in Queen Creek. You can see some of the marks where the chains were. And it appeared that he had just been abandoned. I don't know if you can see down here. He's also got a brand where it looks like somebody tried to brand him, but they really didn't have the right tool and maybe took a knife and tried to cut their brand into him. He's got that going on. He's got these saddle sores. So whoever left him on that fence, we're not sure they took really good care of him. So once the townspeople cut him loose from the fence, they weren't quite sure what to do with him. So they took him to a local ranch. And the ranch people there had a lot of horses, and basically what they used Chief for is a gelding demo. If you're not familiar with horses, when they geld them, it's taking a stallion and basically neutering him. So at the age of 25, they used him as a gelding demo, which is way too old to geld a horse, and he definitely could have died through that process. When the ranch got done using him as a gelding demo, they really didn't need an extra horse. So what they did is they called the horse shooter from Out of Africa Wildlife Park, and they asked him to come out and shoot Chief. Just so happens that that man is someone that is a friend of Wildhorse Ranch Rescues, and his name is Peter McAvoy. Peter called me up and he said, "Kim, I have a horse here that his only problem is humans." For the first 3 days that Chief was here in the barn, he was really frightened and really afraid of humans. And if you walked in the morning just to give him something to eat, he would just stand and shake and hold his eyes closed real tight. You know, "Don't hurt me, don't touch me." He was just really frightened, and it was a very pathetic sight to see. We're not sure why Chief ended up coming to us, but we're guessing that it's to send a message to people about horses and abuse. A lot of people in the world believe that horses are expensive animals that live on fancy ranches and lead wonderful lives, and there's a side of horses that people really aren't familiar with, and that's the abuse side, and maybe that's where Chief comes in, and his survivor story is to be a hero and tell everyone in the world that not all horses end up in great places, and a lot of horses do end up in abused and neglectful situations, and he is living proof that a horse can get through that and come out of it okay and be all right if they can get to a ranch like ours and live out their life.
Wildhorse Rescue Ranch has a team of dedicated volunteers that care for the horses on a daily basis. Once morning chores are done, it's always fun for the horses to kick up their hooves and, of course, lots of dust and have a good romp around the ranch.